cliche was that? What is up guys, Streeter here, and today I am answering your guys' questions. Yesterday I asked for the followers, my fans, to ask me questions on my social media pages, and today I'll be answering those questions for you. To get right into it, I'll answer a lot of the questions that started to repeat that were just like general information about me. Alright, so my name's Andrew Streeter. I go to college, I study communications. I'm 21 years old. I'm originally from a town of 700 people. And for the summer I moved out to a little town outside of Orlando with a couple buddies. Those were pretty much just a lot of questions that got repeated. Alright, now that the general information is covered, let's get right into the specific ones that I want to answer. So the first question was, why did you start your YouTube channel? The reason I started my YouTube channel was all the way back on Black Ops 1 when they incorporated a theater mode on the game. If you guys don't know what the game is, it's a Call of Duty game that I used to play on Xbox with some of my friends. Well, back in the day they had theater mode and you could directly link your Call of Duty like gamer tag or whatever right to a YouTube channel and put the videos that and like your highlights right online. So that's why I ended up making a YouTube channel originally, and to be honest that's how I started to fall into watching more YouTube videos. A lot of where I came from has to do with gaming, but I'll get into that in another video. So the second question was, how long have you been on YouTube? I've been on it for around, I want to say 9 years, but I started uploading content that I'd actually go out and make around 8 years ago. Another question asking about time frame was, how long have you been doing basketball trick shots? The time frame is pretty much the exact same. When I started doing YouTube about 8 years ago and making my own content, going out and making it, that's what it was for. I've always been a fan of doing trick shots, even if it's not getting recorded, but my social media presence on it, I started making trick shots and then I kind of fell out of it for a couple years, and then I'm here where I am today. I'll show you guys a couple quick clips of what the old trick shots used to be. They're nothing like what we do now, but they're still a little entertaining. To keep on the trend of talking about trick shots, which is honestly what the majority of this video will be about, this question is, what led you to start doing trick shots? And to be honest, it was actually like people in my town who were doing them for fun on Facebook. So a couple of my buddies would go out and do trick shots and put them on Facebook. One of my best friends went and made a video, so I talked to him. I was like, hey, we should make a whole thing, and that's how we started this channel called the Bulldog Ballers. And to be honest, it just started out as fun. It was something that got me out of the house, got me hanging with my friends, and it played to my love of content creation even at an early age. So that is what led me to start doing trick shots. Next question is, has anyone ever told you you look like Jake Paul? I hear that a lot, but I don't think that it's that true. I think they were just blonde. This is a question that I get pretty consistently in my comment section is, how do you deal with the hate of doing something different? The short answer is that, you know, I'm doing something different, doing something that I love. There's not too many people's opinions that I take to heart. If someone that I truly cared about was not about what I do, then I would take that to heart, but anyone else who gives me hate is pretty much irrelevant to my life, so I'm not gonna give them any headspace up here and let them get me down for doing something. And plus I have so many awesome people telling me that they love what I do, so it's also very hard to get down on myself like that. So I guess the best way to deal with hate is just try to block it out and try to take your mind off of it and surround yourself with positive thoughts and just keep grinding. So the next question is, what is your most viewed post? I'm gonna split it up into 3 different answers: TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and show you guys a little piece and give you a little background about those posts. This right here is my most viewed TikTok post. It has 3.5 million views, and it's just a compilation of a bunch of different shots, and I got lucky that the song that I used was trending on the app, so it made it to the For You page or the trending page, and it just started to blow up. Next we have my most viewed Instagram post. This post blew up for me out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting it, because what ended up happening was it got on the Explore page on Instagram, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically the trending page, and it shows more users who don't follow you like your video and lets them try to discover you more easily. This video is dope to be one of my most viewed on Instagram because it states my story and my progression through it. And if there's one video that I would want to be my most viewed on Instagram, it's definitely that one. Also about my story, this is my most viewed YouTube post, and this video blew up in a very weird way. It blew up because of the gaming community and the Call of Duty community. So what that means was, during this time in my life, my main focus on YouTube was Call of Duty gaming. And if you guys don't know about it, you're not a part of it, there's such a big community, and there's so much interaction on Twitter within people in that community. So when I made this video and it spread to some of my friends who were in the community, it just blew up like crazy. I believe it has over 10,000 views right now. It got on the homepage of St. Jude's for a little while, and it was awesome because it really showed me that I could start transitioning into making content like this, where I show my personality off and show off the skills that I have outside of the gaming industry. The next question is, have you ever used the Lord's name in vain? Jesus Christ, no. This is another really common question that I get, and it's how many tries did these shots take? I've started to incorporate that mindset that people have, always wondering how long something takes somebody, and I started a YouTube series of it where I reward somebody who guesses how many tries that it does take. If I were to answer it, there's never really an answer. Some of my easiest shots that I would consider easy took me the longest, and then others I can make in 3 tries. Like if you guys saw the Jugglin' Josh video that I was in, I made my backflip full court shot in 3 tries. It all depends on the day, all depends on my mindset, all depends on how I'm feeling physically, and then it's just that little bit of luck that I need to make it all come together. Another question about the trick shots is, how long did it take you to learn how to do a flip and throw a basketball at the same time? To be honest, it took me probably 10 minutes, but that's mainly because the flip that I'm doing, the backflip shot, which is the first one that I ever did, I'm jumping and I have to put my arms like that anyway. So it didn't really take me long at all. What it took me longer to do was perfect it and figure out the distance that I need in certain environments, and how hard I need to jump, how far I need to jump backwards when I'm doing the backflip to make it go that far. There's a lot of intangibles that go into it, but just being able to throw the ball and do the flip was never really the problem. So in reality, it took me probably like 10-15 minutes to learn how to do it. Something that I'm working on trying to learn how to do is more front flips and incorporate other flips into throwing the ball as well. So hopefully stay tuned to some new trick shots featuring flips like that. Next question is TikTok based, and it's talking about, when did I start TikTok? So I started TikTok around 6 months ago. It's when the app reached out to me on Instagram, kind of shed light on what they're trying to do on the app, talked about the creator program that they have for sports content creators. And to be honest, I was super hesitant to do it. I talked to a lot of my friends, I talked to my girlfriend, and she really sat me down and told me that it's not like I needed to try super hard at the beginning of it, because I had all this content that I already had that I could just upload and see where it goes. I was really ready at that point in my life to stop making videos, because I was coming to the realization that if it wasn't happening for me, and I was okay with that. And it also helped me grow so much more as a content creator, because now that I'm given this opportunity and I'm ready to put my whole heart back into it again, and I already have a great following, it'll be so much easier for me to transition into not being as nervous and timid to work hard on something that I love. So these 6 months have been some of the most motivating, inspiring months of my life. And it's crazy to think that we just hit 222,000 followers just on that app alone, and it's bringing me so many opportunities. So these 6 months have honestly been some of the best 6 months of my content creating experience. And our final question is, would you ever consider doing merch? I mean, if there's enough people that wanted merch based strictly on my content and for me, that is something that I would definitely do. If you guys don't already know, I had a charity brand that I did for a little while, and it got a little too stressful. I needed to learn a lot, but I think now with the things that I know, I would be able to do something like that. So if you guys want merch or are interested in that, comment down below and tell me that you're interested, I guess. Alright, thank you guys so much for participating by asking me questions and watching this video. I really love being able to sit down and talk to the camera. This is something that I've always done, just in a different medium, like I said, when I was doing gaming. Some videos that I want to start doing more is talk about how gaming really shaped my entire life. I think that would be something super interesting. And then I want to do a reflective video on all my old videos react to them, see how far we've come. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be doing another video like this soon if you guys want to ask me questions again. And here are the 2 TikTok shout outs that I want to do to 2 people who asked some of the best questions and have been very loyal on my page. So if everybody on here goes and follows them, I will be following some of you back. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Streeter, and later. Should I do like a cliche, like get up and walk away thing too?